Hey everyone, I'm Andrew. Welcome to the farm. What do you say we bolus some goats? They were right here just a few minutes ago and now they're not. They've gone all the way up there to the pond, way up there. So I guess that means we're gonna have to go get them. All right, well, we made it up here. Of course, we brought the pickup because we are old and tired, all right? We don't own a side-by-side, give us a break. What we're gonna do is we're gonna trim the feet on 7 of these goats, maybe 5, I don't know, see how they look. And then we're gonna bolus 7 of them. All of the kids, you stay down, all of the kids, they're too small to bolus right now anyway. So we'll get them at a later date. All right, so we're gonna set up here in the shade, again, because we are old, tired, hot, all that kind of stuff. And I'll kind of run down what I've got for you while she fights off the goats. So I have my hoof trimmers here. These aren't actually hoof trimmers. These are pruning shears that I bought, I think, out of the bargain bin in the hardware store. Now, there are actual hoof trimmers that probably would work better if I were doing this a lot, but I only do this a couple times a year. So I've got these and they work just fine for what I'm doing. Now on the bolus side, I've never done this before. I've got the boluses right here. Let me show you what they look like. And then I'll explain the process and hopefully it actually goes the way that I explained that we're gonna do it. So these are the copper boluses for all of the adult goats. I don't know if you can see in there or not, the camera will focus on it. But it's got all of these little bits of copper. And this will set in their stomach and slowly dissolve over the next 8 months or so to make sure that they get all of their copper needs met, because they are sharing mineral with the sheep, and sheep can't have copper because it's toxic to them. So we give them this in order to make up the deficiency in that sheep mineral. And the reason we don't separate them out and give the goats mineral with copper in it and the sheep, what's wrong?
Oh. Spill the water on the goats.
Oh.
This is a mess. I'm not doing very well.
It'll be all right. So the reason that we give the sheep and the goats the same mineral instead of having separate mineral for the sheep and the goats is because we don't want the sheep to accidentally get into the goat mineral. The copper is toxic, and the amount of copper the sheep need versus the amount of copper that the goats need, it's just not good. So it saves us the trouble of buying 2 different minerals, having to set it all up different ways. You know, all we have to do is just bolus these goats. So what I was told was to get one of these little syringes right here, and this is what we're going to use as our balling gun instead of using an actual balling gun that you would typically use if you were, you know, working cattle or something like that. The small little balling guns, I've been told they don't work very well even with goats. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut the top off of this. We're going to drop that bolus in here. We're going to use this little syringe like a balling gun. And after we get that in there, I'm going to take this syringe, which we use this to dose them for with wormer, you know, that kind of thing, medication. We're going to fill this with water, and then this is what's going to chase that bolus down, hopefully, and get them to swallow. So the first thing I need to do is trim the end off of this. Hopefully it trims without slicing my finger open. Not too bad. Now first I'm going to trim her feet.
If you let me kind of get where you are, and I'll hold her.
All right, she's pretty strong. Okay, watch out. Come on, girl. Good grief. You gotta see what's going on, don't we? Now the thing is about these goats, we have places here on the property that are kind of rocky, and they walk around. Goats like to climb stuff, get up on stuff, so they do pretty well at just kind of taking care of their own feet. So I'm just mainly getting what's really obviously bad. All right, done with her feet. Now we're gonna Give her a bolus. Draw up some water. Now wish me luck on this part.
It slipped out.
Oh,
I thought she swallowed it.
I thought she did too. So this is obviously going to go really, really well.
I think you need to stick it in there and then blow in her face. Yeah. What you're supposed to do? Oh, yeah. I think she swallowed it.
Don't bite my finger.
Can I let her go?
Yeah. Let her go.
Try to safely do that.
All right, now if you can grab a hold of that one. You think you can get her?
Come here, girl.
Of course.
What?
I say you were able to just grab a hold of her.
Come on. No.
So I think poking it back in there with my finger is probably the way to go. Yeah, see, actually, that one does look.
Look at that.
But there's a flap, but that's just hasn't broken off yet. Is the only thing. There's nothing wrong with it. It just hadn't broken off yet. And that's what, you know, they will over time. They'll just wear it off. That's one of the reasons it's good to have a nice rocky place. We actually do have some rock piles around that they could climb on. And that is by design, so that it keeps our feet trimming requirements to a minimum. Hopefully these two are twin sisters, and they are the jumpiest of the goats. They're the least friendly, however you want to say it. So hopefully if we can get them taken care of, then we'll be good. And that's probably good. Settle down, girl. So we have raised goats for, I don't know, 10 years or better now. The sheep is a relatively new thing for us. Actually, I guess it's not a relatively new thing for us. It is a new thing for us. So we're not totally foreign to the idea of small ruminants. We've always had cattle and goats and traded the cattle for sheep. And we really like the sheep. They're different from the goats. We were expecting them to be more the same than they are, but they are different, that's for sure. No, it doesn't look like goats are friendlier right at this second, but they are. Baby, if you just hold that foot still, we will be done in just a minute. Okay, I'm letting this foot go. Okay, bolus and water. Did you swallow it?
These aren't bent down.
I'm going to start with her back legs. Yeah, her feet aren't bad at all. Or this one's not. If they're all like this one, it'd be great. Done with this one. Okay, I'm letting that foot go.
Okay.
Grab her a handful of feed. Chase it down with that. Good girl. You always count on Pearl. Okay.
She done?
Yeah. We'll start with her hind legs too. Now, she is a twin sister to Pearl's mama. Pearl is like right here all up in her business. Hey, can you back up just a fuzz? Pearl's mama has here y'all looking at the backside of me as I talk. Pearl's mama was a good goat. She just I made the mistake of letting her get bred too young, and she just never grew in like she should have. And that's one of the reasons goats need to wait until they're 2 years old to have their first baby. Because if they have it before that, they'll get stunted in their growth. Because instead of growing, they're spending all their energy trying to gestate a baby. So they never get full grown. And because of that, Pearl is the only baby we have out of her that we kept. All right, I'm letting go of her rear foot. Come on, Pearl. Watch out, baby. Pearl's like telling her, it's not that bad. It's really not bad. Either that or she's trying to organize. Would you sign her a petition? All right, last foot. Now we got a pill for you to swallow. Try a different approach. She took that thing. Oh yeah, she took that right down. She may be a fighter. I've got this all ready to go. I'm gonna see if I can just get her to take this to start. Mosey back. No. It's a good thing she doesn't bite, because she's got every opportunity to right now. Yep, that's just gonna have to do for you. All right, she's done. We've already bolused her.
All right.
Now, it's the two young ladies sitting right there behind you. Mm-hmm. Mini moon pie and ice cream sandwich.
The horns are smaller. Come on, girlie. No.
Her handles aren't as big.
Are you doing her feet?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I'm not worried about their feet. They're young enough that I'm... Oop. Well, settle down for just a second. You're okay, sweetheart.
Come on.
She's like, I am not swallowing.
I don't think she is. Yeah, you have to open up. We gotta see.
Straight hands.
I don't know what to do.
Take that. Give me this. All right, let go.
Okay.
Oh, shh, 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 shh.
I'm opening my mouth. Say, ah, ew, what is that? Let me just squirt some water in there.
All right, do you have the deal? Oh, okay, you've got it right
Not
there.
the water, where's the bolus?
It's in my hand.
You want me to give it to her?
Nope. Okay. She's slobbering a bunch. She's like, woo. All right. I think we've got them done. So trim the feet on the 5 older goats, the nannies, and we've bolused the 5 nannies and the 2 yearling does, and now I'm out of breath. But I will tell you this, it's nice to have that job done. And I'll tell you another thing, like I said, goats are friendlier than sheep. We were able to work them right here. Basically just get them all to come to us, catch them, do what we needed to do, and then let them go. The sheep, now we've got to put them in a pen in order to work them. So, but it is nice to have this done. And the weather has taken a very nice cool turn here. And so I'm out here in my pasture that I planted last year. I want to show you how things are going. So this is all the Endophyte free fescue. It's all gone to seed, which that was not the intention, but that's okay with me. And then underneath it here, we are just covered up in clover, which is, I mean, I'm so excited about that. We've got some red clover. What this, all this clover, I guess, what it's supposed to be is mammoth red clover and ladino white clover. And that makes some excellent, excellent hay. You can see here these nice big clover leaves, and they get bigger than that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come through here, since, like I said, the weather's cooled off, and I'm gonna top all of this. I did not intend to let all this grass go to seed like it did. I just didn't get it mowed, and so then it got so big, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and let it go to seed. So hopefully I can get all this knocked down, and then we'll either be able to make some really good pasture out of this here over the next couple months, or if we're lucky, things go our way, we might be able to make a little hay off this. And by that, I mean in the fall, not now, obviously. Now, I did mow around the edges of this some, but I didn't get nearly enough of it done. So we're basically starting over. You know, I don't think it turned out too bad. So you can see there's lots of areas like this right here. It's pretty thick, which is very encouraging. Of course, we do have some bare spots like that. And there's thin areas like this right here. But I'm hoping that by inadvertently letting this go to seed, that at least there will be some benefit here. Actually, I guess if we stop and look at the ground, you can see here where there's some seeds have fallen and have landed on the ground. Never mind that weed right there. Don't pay attention to that. Or this right here. Don't pay attention to that either. But we do have some good grass seed falling on the ground. And we have nice thick patches of clover out here. I gotta say, pretty happy with this field right now. I guess we'll see how it does later on this year in the event that we get to cut some hay. I went on the online auction and I bought a Ford 501 sickle mower. Now, this old sickle mower, it is a Pitman arm operated unit. That Pitman arm is obviously in pretty rough shape. But otherwise, sickle mower, other than having, you know, lots of junk on it from sitting in a hedgerow, I imagine, it actually looks like it's in fairly decent shape. Somebody has swapped it out with a newer bar. It looks like this one here is blue. The mower body itself is red, but this is a 7-foot bar, Here's the tag on it right there. Again, it's a 501. It looks like it's all here, but I'm gonna go through it and see what we've got. But you're gonna have to wait for another video for that. I just wanted to give you a quick preview of coming attractions. But for now, that's gonna do it for this one. As always, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time. Yeah, buddy. We're gonna be able to cut some hay with that dude.